Ladies and gentlemen, my name is Ybot. Welcome back to Surviving Mars. We're playing as Europe, and we're going to be playing with a harder mystery in this series. Something called the Marsgate. Whatever that ends up being.
Achieved. Sector scanned.
I feel like it's like
found.
I feel like it's like a Stargate, but I'm not sure. Anyway, we found another potential breakthrough. We're going to send our explorer down there to take a look at it. And I think it's time to send in a cargo rocket. I'm going to send in a prefab drone hub. And don't think I need Stirling generators yet, although that's going to make things a lot easier. Maybe get a second moisture evaporator. And possibly a second fuel refinery. I'd like to get a transport this time. Also a rover. Look at that. Complete my collection pretty easily, and I will just do the rest in machine parts, because those are going to be quite valuable for us indeed. Oh, and we have some room. Let's send one orbital probe. Perfect. And let's press P here. We only have the 2 rockets. One of them's already landed, waiting to refuel. The other one's on its way. So this rocket right here needs to be refueled before we can send any colonists. Apparently we found water on Mars right here. Fantastic. That's a decent sized deposit too, although it's low, so that's going to take a while. It's going to take a while to get anything out of it. I'm going to start scanning over here. I believe we finally have those autonomous sensors.
Breakthrough
we do.
discovered.
Oh, dry farming. That is a good tech to have. So, water requirements of crops dropped by half. Cool. It's not quite as good as automated mining, but it's definitely not terrible. So that's like just over a third fueled up. Like 2 days worth of fuel, actually. This thing's 45% of the way there.
Sector scanned.
So it turns out there's a bunch of looks like there's a bunch of stuff around here. We could grab 2 here and possibly grab another here and then link the 2 together with a dome, except that there's this huge concrete deposit that's very low grade in the way. We might just build over it. Oh my god, that's a terrible concrete deposit. Low grade, meaning it'll take forever, and it's only got 200 units. The bright side, though, it's kind of bite-sized for this. Though we'd only get 168 units. Ugh. Don't make that. Anyway. Let's get another, let's get a perimeter of sensor towers up, actually, guys.
Sector scanned.
I'm gonna do
Anomaly found.
that. These are now autonomous, so they power themselves. And the rocket is here. Vega 1 is ready to land. So let's have Vega 1 come in right here. Decommission protocols done. This is a good tech. This will allow the ships to fuel up way faster. We may actually just want to reset everything and focus on those. Let's do that.
No active research.
There we go. And then the next one is going to be the drones. And then soil adaptation, sustained workload, and dry farming. There we go. Let's see the rocket coming down. Perfect. Still have 8. Okay. See if we can go ahead and grab some metals that are just laying around on the surface. Not a lot of them. Our transport can pick these up without any drones, so we're going to send him here. Clicking on this button will set up a route. So he will return there until he can't anymore, and that's the metals depot, and he'll dump them all right there, so that's going to be good. And this right here is a mobile drone hub. So it's commanding 4 drones now. We're just unloading the ship, building that second sensor tower. We'll just build them around this
Sector
crater,
scanned.
actually.
Anomaly found.
And put one there. And put one right here. Just building it right now.
Dust storm approaching.
And dust storm. Oh boy. So when you have a dust storm, your rockets can't take off, so that's going to be 2 days of grounded rockets. Mostly means delays, which is unfortunate. Drone hub. Don't quite have enough to... Well, we could maybe get there and get our first thing set up. This is 700. This is 6. This is 6. You know what? I'm thinking maybe we'll expand in that direction. Although this is a lot closer to our landing site. You know what? We can get our first dome set up right here. It'll be fine. So we'll get that dome, get a spot picked for the dome, and they'll start working, bringing in the 80 concrete, the 20 metals, and 10 polymer. Do we have enough polymers? Just barely. Good. Okay, let's get that dome built. We're gonna need to get some stuff to support it as well, such as oxygen generation. That actually doesn't require water.
Sector scanned. Anomaly found.
Speaking of water, actually, well, we have a mineable source of water up there. We should probably get this rover should come on back home and recharge. What are we doing for power, by the way? We've got decent amounts of power. And for our probe. Let's just scan right here.
Sector scanned.
Hey, we found rare minerals. Kind of far away at the moment. Maybe later. Could always set up a completely separate colony for that one. Right, and I want this guy to get refueled. Yeah, so far he's taking priority, that's good. And we'll want to space out these moisture evaporators to maximize their usefulness. I'm actually gonna go ahead and put one here. Right outside of the area of control of my drone hub. Fantastic. Well, we're gonna need to build here anyway, so let's go ahead and get a drone hub. Nice and close to... We got it nice and close to the dome right here. cords hooked up. Then for this, we'll get some pipes hooked up. And some power cords. So once that's done, it'll start providing power. Power and water will go right through the dome. Let's take a look at our tree here. Yeah, we don't have any anything like building moisture evaporators or upgrades to moisture evaporators yet. That's a little problematic. We'll want more water in the near future. And I think for now, just one's gonna do. Oh. Hope if this thing's hooked up directly. There we go. Send our explorer. Send him out to explore, and the dust storm starts in 17 hours. Let's go ahead and get that. Get this rocket sent back to Earth.
Milestone achieved.
Got our milestone, launching a rocket. And up comes the moisture evaporator. Very good. Now we're getting low on power. So we need to go ahead and get those turbines up. Dust storm must have started. Yep, moisture evaporator's not working. Alright, that is good to discover before we send colonists. So we're going to go ahead and build a couple of water towers now. Go to the research screen because we have new options for research. We have apartments, which are useful. Still haven't, we still haven't finished that. There's the dust storm. It only really has graphics on the low ground, but it is affecting everything on the high ground too. So moisture evaporators do not work right now. We had oxygen generating facilities, Moxies. They wouldn't work right now either. In fact, we're just not going to build those for now because they're just going to require maintenance, and that's not good. It also jacks up the maintenance cost quite a bit for everything for the duration of the storm. A lot more dust gets on stuff, so that's no good. Let's scan a few more places here. We got all 9 things queued up. That's low on water right now because of the dust storm. Send this guy over here for now.
Research complete.
Alright, we got our water towers built. Very good. And our dome's going up. Perfect.
Milestone achieved. We
Right,
have an
we've got a
oxygen shortage.
milestone.
We have a water shortage.
And we have no oxygen, no water for the dome. And we won't be able to build farms yet either. Well, what I will do is I'll get a few oxygen tanks set up. I think 2 ought to do it. And we're gonna at least get Moxies put into position here. I believe this will do the trick. They don't actually require water. They just... The pipes bring oxygen as well. So I believe the Moxies, how they work is they actually filter out the... They filter out the dust and the CO2. They scrub out all the CO2 and they produce oxygen. Because that's what Mars' atmosphere is made up of, is carbon dioxide. So get rid of that carbon molecule in there and you're left with just O2, which is breathable, breathable air. Okay. Well, while we're waiting for everything, we'll get some amenities set up here. I'm not sure if we'll be able to get an apartment or not yet. Get a diner, we'll get an infirmary, we'll get a grocer, and then we'll go ahead and also put in a very small park. Just like, not even that big, just one square. Small alley, perfect. These things are complaining they have no oxygen to produce yet. And this right here is... It's doing alright.
We have a power shortage. Sector scan.
Now we have a power shortage. Okay. Let's get that sorted then. Our power grid is fully hooked up, so... Go ahead and put down 2 more turbines. If that fixes things. Our ships are taking less fuel now. What's going on here? Outside of drone commander range? No, it's not. It's just that this one's under not powered. There we go. We got our mobile drone commander on the case. And let's see. What do we want to do next in terms of tech? Well, we can't really do anything until the current stuff is done. We could, however, get to work. Yeah, it's going to take a while to get 2 apartments, so I'm just going to go ahead and I'm going to get some houses. I'm going to get a research lab. So we're going to get living quarters, 1 research lab. Do we want any other services? I don't think we want the space bar just quite yet. Could build the sanatorium. No, that's going to take too many polymers that we don't have yet. So I'll just leave it like this for now. That'll be good for the first bit of the colony. So we need just this thing right here to be finished off, which we only need concrete for it. And they'll bring the concrete over pretty soon. We want another... We're gonna need another dumping site for this. Just gonna make a little triangle there. Actually expand it a little. Eventually all this stuff is useful. We can convert it into concrete, but that's tech at the end of the tech tree. But since we're playing as Europe, we've got motivation to go as far down the tech tree as fast as we can. Alright, life support. Soil adaptation's next on the list. But I think for now we're going to need at least one of these hydroponic farms.
Resources are low.
We have enough polymers? Yeah, just barely. We're low on electronics though, and by low I mean out. We won't actually have enough for the science lab. That's unfortunate. I want to get my research up. These two actually have their storage space filled. That's also unfortunate. Should move our mobile drone commander back there and see what we can do about this. I bet it's because this is
Sector
full.
scan.
Yeah, that's the problem. Here's your problem. This is all filled up. So, time for more concrete depots. Do like 2. There we go. And we'll go ahead and we'll get some passengers sent in pretty soon, but I think it might be just about time to put a cut in, so we'll do that in the 3rd episode. Before I go, we've got our metal mine set up. And we'll just do that. We can put it anywhere within range within this hex here of the deposit. We'll just get that put down. Try to get the ramp towards the door. Perfect. And the drones will just build that on their own. Now we're working on soil adaptation. Okay. That's going to do it for this episode, folks. Thank you very much for watching. My name's Ybot. Next time, we will be bringing in... Wow. Some pretty amazing stuttering today. Next time, we will be bringing in our first colonists, our founders, and I will show you guys how to review and select exactly the colonists that you want, and how to optimize the chances of having a birth and getting rid of that founder period. So, thank you very much for watching. My name's Ybot, and I will see you next time.